Hi guys, welcome back. Firstly, I'd like to apologise. It's been a while since I've done a video, and to be honest, I have found it quite difficult to sort of do videos whilst at the same time being productive on the San Ildefonso build. So I do apologise about that, but you know, I'm quite a way through now into the build, to the point where I've actually used quite a few of the Occre colours, which is what I'm going to talk to you about today. I haven't used all of them, but I've used the majority of them, and all I can say is I'm impressed. You know, Occre chose me for the collaboration to do the San Ildefonso build, and obviously it was a great opportunity to test out the new Occre colours on an Occre kit, and I just can't praise them enough. They are a typical acrylic paint. I have always, you know, anyone that knows me knows that I will swear by the Occre system. Some of the best paints I've ever worked with. And then you've got the Vallejo colours, which as far as I'm concerned are the best paints out there for things like airbrushing, which I've never done in my life. But all of my detailing is done with Vallejo wash pigments. Best paints out there as far as I'm concerned. Now, I would have to say Occre need to pay attention here, because they've got some serious competition here. From what I've done now with the Occre colours, they're beautiful. They spread really well. They're not too runny, they're not too thick, but being an acrylic paint, if you want a little bit more of a thinner paint, tiny drop of water, and you can thin it out and make it go a little bit further. If you don't want to do that, but you still want to get a better spread, you can always maybe, for example, especially with wood, give a very, very light coat of matte varnish, because wood, unlike plastic, obviously, wood absorbs paint much faster than plastic does, so you tend to get a much bigger spread on plastic than you do with wood. But it's been a pleasure to paint. You know, I mean, every aspect of my builds, including the San Ildefonso, is all done by hand, and it's all done freehand. I don't mask things up, I just get a brush and I'll go to town on it. The black is beautiful. I was a little bit concerned to start with, it was going to be a little bit too satin, a little bit too shiny, but it's not. It's beautiful, beautiful black. The yellow is stunning. The red, again, beautiful colours, but they really do spread well. Like all acrylic paint, it's a little bit more awkward on metal parts. You'll find it, you know, you might have to do 1 or 2 coats on the metal parts, or if not, prime it first. But very, very little trouble whatsoever. You get much more in a bottle compared to, like, for example, the Occre for a start. Occre, you're looking at 18 millilitres, whereas Occre you're getting 30. So you're getting more in the bottle, and it's around about, there's not a lot in it, it's around about the same prices. So if I was Revel, I'd be like, you know, we've got some serious competition here. Like every other acrylic paint that I've worked with, they mix well. So you can mix the colours together to create your own colours and your own tones. Obviously, you don't mix like a flat white with a metallic. 2 different types of, but almost every colour can be mixed with another colour to create your own tones. They can all be watered down to either make it thinner and give yourself sort of a wash pigment, if you like, and you get a lot in the bottle. 30 millilitres in all. I suppose the only thing that I prefer about the Occre system is the pots, because the pots are square. They're square pots. When you take the lid off, obviously, it's very, very hard to tip that over, which is a good design, but that's just a silly little thing, you know. So yeah, I would say in terms of the competition, you need to look out, because Occre colours are beautiful to work with. I would say they are as good, if not better than the aqua colours, solely because you get more for your money. You're getting a lot in the bottle. I've tried really hard to find fault. I suppose the only fault that I've got is the Occre's copper. I much prefer, and I'm sorry to say it, but I much prefer the Revel Aqua copper to the Occre copper, solely because, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a quality paint, it's a little reddish, a bit too red for me. I like to have mine the copper bordering towards the gold side than the red side. But again, that's just personal preference. You know, if you prefer a red or copper, it's a brilliant, superb paint. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the colour, the tone of the colour. I prefer the gold copper that Revel Aquas does. But again, that's just a personal preference. There's nothing wrong with the paint. You know, that's something that you need to have a play around with, see what you think. But the gold is stunning. Every colour that I've used here is absolutely gorgeous to work with. It's a typical acrylic paint. So that, yeah, in a nutshell, yeah, there's no smell to them. They're very easy on your equipment. For example, brushes, because all you're doing is you're washing your brushes out in water because they're acrylic. They mix together very well to create your own colours. You get so much more for your money because you're getting a 30 millilitre bottle compared to obviously the 18 millimeters and that you get from Revel, for example. Yeah, great paints, very good paints. And as you can see from the San Ildefonso, you know, it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. So yeah, there you go. There is my official review of the O colours from Occre. I apologise, it's been a little late coming, but obviously there was no point me giving you a review on only testing one or two colours. I needed to have to work with them quite a bit before I could actually turn around and say, right, this is what they're like. But yeah, I would say the new Occre colours, the new O colours from Occre are right up there with the best of them. And because they're about the same price, but you get more in the bottle, I think it's time for everybody else to start waking up. Because when everyone starts realising that, it's, well, hang on a minute, I'm getting, you know, more for my money, you might find yourself struggling. So, but, you know, that aside, you know, I would say Occre colours, fantastic paint, well priced, more for your money in the bottle. You get big bottles. I always, even now, I still use Vallejo wash pigments for all of my detailing. I will not use any other wash pigment for that. And there are still a few colours that I love and adore, obviously from the Revel. So it's good to have a mixture and a good collection. They're all fantastic paints, all fantastic paints. But if you haven't worked with the new O colours, give them a go, because they are absolutely fantastic to work with. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so it's all thumbs up, I think, for the O colours. I think Occre have done a fantastic job. The icing on the cake is if they start developing their own wash pigments. What do you think, guys? Good idea, that. Okay. But other than that, yeah, fantastic. All right, so in the meantime, that's it. I'm going to carry on working on my San Ildefonso. So yeah, there you go. Have a good week, guys, and just keep on building. All right, and if you haven't done it yet, try them out. All right. In the meantime, if you want anything else, you can pop along to my Instagram page, RJ Scale Ships, or you can find information on the San Ildefonso O colours now on Occre's page, which is Occre Mania. But yeah, that's it. Keep on building, guys, and I'll speak to you in the next video, whenever that will be. Alright, cheers, guys, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.